Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. Welcome to your August Tarot General Forecast reading. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you to those that have liked and subscribed to my channel so far. Very much appreciate it. As always, this is a generalised reading, so some of the messages may resonate with you and some of them may not. Those that do resonate with you, the first thing that comes to your mind is what it's telling you to focus on first of all. If you just excuse me for a few minutes, I'm just going to channel in for your reading. Thank you. I'm going to stop it there. I'll split the deck into three. Okay, so a card came out whilst I was shuffling. We have the Two of Coins. Okay, so twos speak to balance, speak to partnership, speak to decisions as well. But a lot of the time with the Two of Coins, it is talking mostly about balance, as it's illustrated within this card. So for some of you throughout the month of August, it may be, asking you to kind of balance your work life, home life, social life, family life, things of that nature. It could be kind of balancing your finances as well. Okay, so I'm pulling a 10 card Celtic cross. And for those of you that are not familiar with the spread, I will show you your cards individually as well. Okay, Sag, we have at the bottom of the deck the Six of Cups. So this is your overall energy for the month of August. And the Six of Cups tends to talk about past time. So this could be things coming back in from the past. This could be in terms of relationships. I feel like there's a lot of communication going on. So I feel, and you have got some travel there. So I feel like maybe someone might be coming to visit you. You might be going to visit someone that from the past. Or it could be a case that you end up bumping into someone and it kind of reveals things from your past as well. So this does talk to nostalgia as well, reflecting a lot about previous events. It can relate to a soulmate card as well. So it could be someone that you've been involved with over many lifetimes that could be coming back. So this doesn't always necessarily have to mean in terms of the physical and the here and now. This could be things that are happening within inside of you as well. So in your recent past, we do have the Two of Cups. So you do have two twos in your reading. And with that coming out with the balance and your the Six of Cups, I do feel like this could be some kind of karmic relationship. So maybe it's something that's not been resolved, maybe, which is coming back around again and might need to be looked into. It could be that maybe things have been resolved and you're getting some good fortune come your way. So it could mean that you might meet your soulmate in the month of August, because the Two of Cups also relates to that, and the fact that I've kind of mentioned it in two cards kind of highlights you may become encountering a strong connection with someone within the month of August. If that's not the case, then this could be a business partnership that would be very strong. Or a friendship even as well. So that is what's put you in the position of where you are at the minute. And where you are at the minute, we have the Moon card. And the Moon card has just come up in the past two readings that I'm reading at the minute. So it's playing a significant role throughout the month of August, the Moon. So maybe there's a lot of energy out there that's kind of been retracted and things like that. So you might be feeling a pull with energy quite a lot throughout the month of August, as I think many signs will be. But I feel like the moon is having an effect on a lot of energy throughout the month of August for many people. So it's not just yourself, but what's happening with the moon at the minute. The moon is bringing things to light. It's bringing out hidden things. So you're starting to see clearly. And you do have the Ace of Swords here as your outcome, which talks about seeing things clearly. It talks about the truth, highlighting things that are hidden. So you might learn something new, you might find something out. And a lot of the time, I mean, you do have the Five of Swords that's underlying you as well. So it could be maybe you've learned something about someone, maybe. It might have caused a little bit of conflict in some way. So the Moon card is an illusion card as well, a lot of the time. So it talks to not seeing things clearly sometimes, but there is hidden things that need to be brought to the surface, which will be revealed and then will be healed. Because that's how the moon will work. It brings things to light for healing, in order to come to heal. So what's challenging it at the minute, what's crossing this, is the Strength card. So this is posing as a bit of a challenge. So some of you may be going through this process right now. I don't see this as a separation or anything like that, which could pose why the Strength is a bit of a challenge, because you might be feeling a little bit upset because your Two of Cups is in your recent past. So some of you may have just moved on from a partnership in some way, but I'm not really seeing that, because you do have offerings coming into you. But having said that, because this is a thing of the past and that is in your past position as well, it could be that some of you have just parted and moved on from a partnership, friendship or love relationship, and the challenge for you at the minute is just trying to remain strong and trying to keep your strength up. You know, it does talk about courage as well, this card. So some of you maybe lacking a little bit of confidence in some way. You might be wanting to approach a person, you might be wanting to approach a situation. And the Lion in this card suggests to have a bit of courage to do that. Try and gain some confidence, because this person in this card is a very confident individual. They're the ones that are taming the beast. They're the ones that are kind of, you know, they're confident enough to sit in a den with all of the, with all the animal kingdom, really. So so it shows that how confident this person is and how fearless they are as well, because the Moon card can represent a fear card. This can be quite a fearful card at times, and the Strength card is the opposite to that. So as it being a bit of a challenge, it is just maybe saying, you know, you have got the energy here to support you when going through situations, times of healing, to try and have the courage to say what it is that you need to say. Try and have the confidence to do what it is that you need to do as well, and just know that you are being supported here with the Strength card. What's crowning you, what you know to be true. Okay, we do have the Knight of Cups. So the Knights tend to bring offerings to us, and the Knight of Cups is an offering of emotional value, or something of an emotional. It could be in terms of being asked out on a date, maybe. That could be quite possible with the Two of Cups here. It could be an offer of, do you want to go out? It could be an offer of a proposal as well. So that could be what's being highlighted here, looking over past times. So it could be that someone just maybe come back in from the past and makes you an offering, in some way. This could be you making an offering to someone else as well. If not, this could represent a court card, which could be a water sign of a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio person. But the Knights I usually just tend to see more as energy as opposed to the King and Queen court cards. But it's just saying that energy is around you. I just feel like there's something for the taking. You are being offered something that's going to be emotionally satisfying. So that could be in terms of work. It could be in terms of your partnerships again. Partnership keeps coming up here, so some of you might be dealing with. I'm feeling like it's very much a partnership orientated reading. So what's underlying you is the Five of Swords. So some of you have you've kind of gone into battle with this could be with yourself, this could be with other individuals. So I'm getting a sense of confliction, petty arguments, squabbles, feeling like something's been a bit of a battle. But the Five of Swords talks to going up against another individual or just going up against something where one can come out looking victorious, but when in fact they're not really, because they've kind of lost something because of it, and that's why this person ends up kind of standing on their own with all the Five Swords. They kind of going, maybe, you know, you could have felt like you've won an argument, but it doesn't feel that very satisfying. Maybe this could be saying things that you might regret. that someone might have done this to you, and this is what's underlying and what's hidden. So this is what might come to surface, because this is where you are at the minute, and this is what's hidden. And the moon card talks about hidden things, and what is hidden is this this confliction. I feel like you might want to express some words. You might be fearful of the fact that if you do say something, you might say something that you might regret. You're not quite sure how the other person might react and things, and so. But I do feel like you're battling something out, and I think it could be very internal. This, if something does need to be said or expressed, maybe I feel like maybe there's something that's just not resolved. That you kind of, this could have been, say it was an argument and there's still things up in the air, and nothing's been resolved. It could be that you may have just fell out over text and you've not been able to communicate clearly. I'm getting communication clearly. You're not being able to say what it is that you want to say properly, or things are not being said in a way that it can be understood, so people understand what it is that you're saying rather than it being taken personally. So in your up and coming future, you have the Faith card, and in most of the decks, this talks to the Hierophant card. So in the as a Hierophant talks to big corporations, institutions, churches, all that kind of stuff. But I like that it's called the Faith card in this deck, because it does just bring it down to what all those kind of corporations are about, really, and it does kind of come down to one's belief systems and things like that. So with this being your up and coming future, it can be saying to evaluate what matters to you, and how it is that you kind of handle situations, and stay true to what you believe in, and stay true to what you know to be true. Okay, this is having faith in your own ideas, in your expressions, in your truth. This is having faith in your truth, you knowing how things are for you. So I feel like it just says what it is with the Faith card. It is just have faith within yourself, have faith in the situation, and just know that things always have a way of working themselves out. They always do. Sometimes we just need to give it time. And in the position of yourself, we have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is talking about having peace of mind, trying to get some rest. So I feel like for some of you, that's all you want to do. You just want to rest. You just want to have peace of mind. You want to settle. But you might feel like you've just constantly got things coming at you. You've constantly got something that's always causing conflict, or you always feel like you have to battle something out. It could be that you might have just met a partner that you feel really content with, and now someone from the past who you wish you may have dated might have come back into your life and offered you an offering, and now you're a little bit stuck, as if to say, well, this is all I've ever wanted, and now I move on. You come back into my life and then offer me this, and I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do now? This could be what gets revealed. This could be why you're struggling to kind of have the confidence in what it is that you might want to do and pursue. So this does talk to a lust card as well. So you could be going through a situation where the Knight of Cups could have come in and swept you off your feet in some way. It's not the Knight of Wands, which is a very sweeping energy, but with the difference with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups, even though they're very similar, the Knight of Wands is more of a passionate, one night stand kind of girl. The Knight of Cups is a bit more of a, well, I kind of wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm making an offering, but it's simply because I do see the longevity in it. And speaking of longevity, you do have the Knight of Coins as well. So you also have you have two offerings here, and it does talk to stability, security, and it is long term. It is long term. The Knight of Coins is a very slow moving energy, so it tells me that these offerings are here for the long term. So with the Four of Swords being in position of yourself, it could just be you trying to find peace of mind. If you are faced with in a situation of trying to decide on two individuals, two business partnerships, two friends, whatever this might be, and I do see you are just trying to get some rest for that. So, and the message is to just get some rest. If things are getting a little bit too much and you're struggling to keep your strength up with the strength card here, just try and take any time that you can to just rest, so you can give your mind some peace as well. In the position of your environment, we have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is, I always look at this as a travel card, and it clearly demonstrates it's like waiting for your ships to come in as well. So the Three of Wands is sort of like action being taken and waiting to sort of move forward with what decision that you have made. So if you have made a decision recently, this is an action card. Okay, so this is saying that okay, so the plans have been put into motion, and it's just a case of kind of waiting for it to arrive to you now. So that's what the Three of Wands talks about. Again, I do see, with it being in your environment, some of you may be moving, some of you may have just decided that I'm going to move forward, but you are kind of just waiting for something. It could be that you might be waiting for this Knight of Coins to come in, with this being in your hopes and your fears. So you might be waiting to hear news in regards to finances before you can maybe make the necessary moves. You could be waiting to hear news of a relocation, which is why the Three of Swords, he hasn't got on the boat yet. It could be why he's still stood there waiting for it. So whatever this is, it could be that if you have just been offered an opportunity, this could be abroad. You could have been offered a job recently abroad, and you might feel like, oh, well, I can't really take this opportunity just yet because I need to wait for this. But if you keep waiting for the Knight of Coins, you're going to miss the Knight of Cups. You are, because the Knight of Coins it takes a long time to come in. It does come, but if you wait for it, you know, it's one of them. It's one of them energies that you just might not seem to arrive the more that you sit and wait for it. Whereas the Knight of Cups, he just comes in. The Knight of Cups, he says his piece. He says, look, this is what I have to offer. You can take it or leave it. The Knight of Wands will come in and just say, this is what we're doing, and we'll go for it. And they just sort of lead. They just sort of like take you by the arm and just say, right, we're going. The Knight of Cups comes in and says, look, you know, I have this. Whether you're interested, I think it'd be really beneficial. It's a really good opportunity. What do you think? And leaves you to contemplate about it. The Knight of Coins, if you've got this going on in the background thinking, well, yeah, it seems like a really good opportunity, but there's just no way I'll be able to move forward without being able to look over the finer details, or not knowing where it's going, or, you know, maybe thinking too far ahead, because the coins cards, the Knight of Coins, you know, they think so far ahead that they do tend to miss opportunities sometimes. So don't let this kind of hold you back from a beautiful offering that's coming into you. Just know that these are offerings and they are coming. The Knight of Cups is going to come in quicker than the Knight of Coins, and I do feel like it would be a good opportunity not to be missed. Don't let the Knight of Coins hold you back. Just know that eventually whatever it is that you're waiting for will come to you. So this is in your hopes and your fears. So the fear could be that, you know, it might not arrive, but yeah, it does, because it's here in your reading. The Knights always move. They always move. So the hope could be is that, you know, I hope it comes in time, maybe. Sometimes time is not of the essence when opportunities arise. If you're presented with a fantastic opportunity and you feel like it's something you want to do, then try not to let something hold you back. You know, you're waiting to board the ship here. You're waiting to board the ship. The ship's on its way. It will probably arrive before the Knight of Coins, and that's going to be your opportunity to either get on or not. So what your outcome is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords taught us to truth, taught us to clarity, seeing things clearly, cutting straight through anything, a lot of the time just cutting through. It cuts through the moon, it cuts through the illusions. So if there's things that have appeared a bit illusionary, you know, maybe, you know, things haven't seemed, someone might be a bit different than what you thought they might be. It might not even be a person, this could be the job didn't turn out the way you thought it would. The course wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So the Ace of Swords kind of brings things like that, as to say, well, you know, this is the truth of the matter, this is the way it is. And the opportunity could be that you might be offered an option somewhere else, or an opportunity to take on a new role somewhere. And this is what comes to light. So the Ace of Swords is a victory card as well. I always say that it's victory, and it's victory in its purest form as well. So if you are wanting to achieve something, I do see that you will be victorious in that, because this is your outcome card. If you are contemplating, it might be you seeking someone from the past as well. It might be you thinking, oh, you know, did I make a mistake in kind of moving on too soon maybe? What's come to light is the truth is that maybe you really did love this person. That might be what has come to light there. It could be you that's making this offering. Maybe because you've seen you've seen the light, maybe things are starting to be a bit clearer. It's like, oh, maybe that person, maybe you realise how much that person really did love you, and you're starting to see that now. And it could simply because, you know, it could be maybe the one that got away because you were in a Knight of Coins frame of mind, because this is your, oh no, it's not your card, but this could be an earth sign as well that could be surrounding you, which is a Capricorn, Virgo or a Taurus person. Although I am just seeing them as, I mean, these could be individuals that you might be dealing with. But yeah, I mean, again, this could be you making an offering to someone else. Maybe you've just seen that, okay, this is an opportunity. I don't want to miss this. I don't want to risk it. So yeah, the Two of Coins as the external message was talking about balance. Just if you are faced with several opportunities or just an opportunity in general, just to keep things in balance and just let things come to you on their own natural time. You kind of set your ball rolling, you make the plans, you make your decisions, and then you send out what it is that you want, and then you just wait for it to arrive to you. But just know, I think it's talking about prioritising as well. So the Knight of Cups I see here as priorities. So I guess it's whichever's a priority to you at the time. The Knight of Cups comes in making an offering of love. The Knight of Coins is something that you're waiting to move into a house, so you might not be able to start a new relationship right now because you're in a process of starting a new job, or you're moving into a new home, so you might put this more of a priority. So either way, whichever one's more priority to you, but just know that these opportunities don't come around sometimes, or too often. So it could be asking you to reevaluate your priorities as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Sagittarius. I hope that you found that helpful. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please leave me any comments and feedback. I'd very much appreciate it. And if you would like a private reading with me, my website is animoratarot.co.uk. I hope you have a fantastic August, and I will see you again soon. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.